Welcome back to Court TV Live. We're standing by in Hawaii. The attempted murder trial for Dr. Gerhardt Konig just moments away from resuming. There was some movement in the courtroom just about 30 seconds ago, and oh, there we go. There's the doctor arriving into the courtroom, shaking the hand of his attorney and getting ready for another day of testimony, acknowledging what we believe these are his parents. They're originally from South Africa. They have been in attendance throughout this trial, supporting their son. The defendant's wife, of course, Ariel, testified in this case. Okay, we're going back to the ceiling, meaning the jury may be called for right now. Let's bring in Kelly Hyman as we wait here, and Kelly, I'll cut you off as soon as we see the camera move to Judge Wong on the bench. But the support in a courtroom, juries notice that, don't they? They'll look and see who's there for who, and they pretty much pick up on everything that goes on.
They pick up on everything that, Ted, as you pointed out. It's kind of like theater in that standpoint of that they're watching everything. You have the opening statements, which is kind of like the act one, and then you have act two where different people will testify, and then you have the third act, which is either the defendants will testify and the jury deliberating. So they're watching who's there, who's supporting who, what they're doing, and I think that's really powerful for the defendant to have his family members there, to see them interacting, because that helps substantiate, in fact, that they do support him. And so they're watching all that. They're watching also body language as well. Usually in these type of high-profile cases, the defendants might have a jury consultant who will come in and work with the defendant to make sure that they understand that the jury's watching their mannerisms, not to get too angry, to how to handle themselves if in fact they do testify, what exactly goes into that in preparation. But yeah, all that plays a role when the juries are looking at this case, Ted.
Do you think he does testify? His doctor he's been very active too in his defense.
He has to weigh the good and the bad. And so as the defendants say it's a he said, she said, now the juries might weigh that and say, okay, if it's a he said, she testified, why didn't he testify? Now, ultimately, they can't consider that because a defendant has the right to not say anything. But when the juries are still thinking in their mind, why didn't he testify? Why didn't he say something? I see the judge on the bench.
Let's go in.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Deputy Prosecuting Attorney Joel Garner for the state. Also present is Deputy Prosecuting Attorney Franklin Don Picaro Jr.
Good morning, Mr. Garner. Good morning, Mr. Picaro.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thomas Otake and Manta Dirks on behalf of Gerhardt Konig, who is present.
Good morning, Mr. Otake. Good morning, Mr. Dirks. Good morning. Good morning, Dr. Konig.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Gentlemen, all of you can be seated. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, good morning to all of you. Welcome back to courtroom 15. Happy Tuesday. The plan or the schedule is unchanged since we last left. So we're going to plan on being here for the better part of the day, as well as tomorrow. When I get a better idea, perhaps probably middle of tomorrow, I can give you an idea of perhaps how the rest of the trial is going to unfold. But at least for today, tomorrow, full days. We'll continue on with the presentation of evidence. If anybody needs another pen because they ran out of ink, or you need more notebooks, let us know. We'll get that to you. Mr. Garner, are you ready to continue the presentation of the state's case in chief?
Yes, Your Honor.
The state's next witness.
The state calls Thomas Enuma.
Can you please stand? Raise your right hand.
You do solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes. Please have a seat. Whenever you're ready, Mr. Garner.
Okay, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, and as you testify today, can you speak into the microphone as much as possible?
Yes.
Okay. Can you please state your name?
My name is Thomas Enuma.
All right, and what is your occupation?
I'm a police officer for the Honolulu Police Department.
Okay. What's your rank at HPD?
I am a detective.
And how long have you been with HPD in general?
For a little over 13 years.
Okay. How long have you been a detective?
Detective for about a little over 4.5 years. Or sorry, about 4 years.
And as a detective at HPD, is there any specific unit that you're part of?
Yes.
And what is that?
So I'm part of the Criminal Investigation Division.
And within the Criminal Investigation Division, I'm under the Cybercrimes and the Digital Forensics Unit.
Okay. So are you also a digital forensics examiner at HPD?
Yes.
What was the training that you went through to become, or on-the-job training as a digital forensics examiner?
Okay, so most of our trainings is conducted at the National Computer Forensic Institute. It's located in Hoover, Alabama. It is taught by members of the U.S. Secret Service. They also bring in instructors, specialists within the field to teach the course. I have been there for over 14 times in person for a total of about 6 months of training. And then the courses depends by, it could be something as simple as how to collect digital forensics in a safe manner. It can also be involving how to do a cybercrime investigation, and it could be a little bit more advanced as far as mobile investigation or a digital forensic examination as a computer forensic examiner. And I have also taken additional courses with our local, state, and federal partners.
You said about 6 months of training over 14 different trips to Alabama?
Yes, and then I also took online courses with the NCFI as well.
And NCFI, again, is the National Computer Forensics Institute?
Yes.
Got it. Are you a member of any professional organizations related to digital computer forensics?
Yes.
Okay. And what organizations?
So I am part of the Hawaii Cyber Fraud Task Force. It is hosted by the U.S. Secret Service. I am also a member of the Island Digital Forensic Working Group, which is hosted by the Honolulu FBI office. I am also a task force officer for the U.S. Secret Service, and I am in the process of becoming a FBI task force for state-related cases involving digital forensics.
Do you have any certifications in digital forensics?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any certifications in something called Celebrate?
Yes.
Okay, and what is Celebrate?
So Celebrate is a software we use to extract data from a cell phone device, and we can also use that to analyze the data extracted from a cell phone device.
Are you trained in a program called Gray Key?
Yes.
Okay. Can you describe your training in Gray Key?
So Gray Key is a hardware and software-based equipment used to extract data from a cell phone. So the training I had was basically on-the-job training from my previous supervisor, and we also had instructors from Magnet coming in and teaching us how to use it.
You mentioned Magnet. Is that a company?
Yes.
Okay. And do you have any certifications from Magnet?
Yes. It's a Magnet certified digital forensic examiner.
Okay. What is a Magnet certified digital forensic examiner?
So it's basically the software. So Magnet is the parent company. So the software, one of the software they have is called Axiom software, and that's a certification that I took and I completed and I passed the test.
So you're certified in Magnet Axiom software?
Yes.
Okay. Was that certification at the NCFI or was that local?
So that was the certification I took in NCFI. It was a 5-week course. It was taught. There was a 1-week period where it was taught by a Magnet certified instructor, and I completed the examination at NCFI.
Okay. So to be a Magnet certified forensic examiner, you were also trained by a representative from Magnet Software?
Yes.
Have you attended any... Right. Have you ever performed on the job any cell phone extractions?
Yes.
Approximately how many cell phone examinations have you performed?
Over 600 cell phones.
Have you ever provided, or have you ever done any computer extractions or examinations?
Yes.
Okay. Approximately how many?
For computers, I would say about 40 to 50, somewhere between.
Have you ever been qualified to provide opinion testimony in a court in Hawaii?
Yes.
Approximately how many times?
5 times.
At this point, the state requests that pursuant to HR Rule 702, Detective Enuma be qualified to provide opinion testimony in the field of digital forensics.
Can we approach, Your Honor?
Sure.
All right, sidebar there. Let's slip at a commercial break. We'll get you back into the courtroom in Oahu, Hawaii. Stay with us right after this.